It was just past midnight. The house was quiet, the kind of quiet that usually feels safe, comforting. But that night, safety was a lie. Her phone buzzed, a small sound, insignificant to anyone else, but to me, it felt like an alarm. I had learned to notice the little things, the glances, the hurried replies, the half smiles that didn't reach her eyes. Her name was Ayesha, and I had trusted her completely. I thought we shared everything, dreams, fears, secrets, life itself, but trust, I realized, is fragile. The phone buzzed again. She quickly silenced it, but the vibration lingered in the air. I pretended to be asleep, but my mind was wide awake. Curiosity and dread battled in my chest. I didn't want to look. I didn't want to see. And yet, somehow I knew I had to. When I finally glimpsed the screen, my heart sank. Messages I wasn't meant to see. Words whispered in secrecy, flirtation, intimacy. Lies thought the truth hit me harder than anything I could have imagined. She was hiding someone from me. Confronted her the next day, her eyes widened, full of panic. "It's not what you think," she said, voice trembling. But there was no just. Actions had already told me everything. I had spent years trusting her, believing in a bond she had been quietly undermining. Anger surged first, then heartbreak, then disbelief. The person I loved had been living a double life, and I had been blind. I wanted answers. I wanted explanations. I wanted closure. But slowly, I realized something crucial. I didn't need answers. I needed myself. I made a choice. Not revenge. Not confrontation. Not begging for apologies. I chose to step away. To reclaim my dignity. To rebuild my life without her deceit, shadowing every moment. In the days and weeks that followed. I focused on myself. I poured energy into my passions, my career, my friendships. I rediscovered joy in small things. Morning coffee, walks alone, laughter without expectation. Every step I took away from betrayal was a step toward freedom. And slowly, the pain of that midnight revelation transformed into something stronger, empowerment. Months later, I saw her again. The spark in her eyes was gone. The deceit had left marks she couldn't erase. And I was stronger, calmer, and unbroken. I didn't feel triumph over her downfall. I felt gratitude for the lesson that trust must be earned, and that self-respect is more powerful than any bond built on lies. Her phone had buzzed at midnight. That moment had shattered my illusion, but it also became the moment I found clarity. The moment I realized that love isn't about possession, it's about honesty. And when honesty is absent, freedom and self-worth are the only remedies. I moved on. I found peace. I found myself. In the person who had hidden behind lies. She remained a memory, a chapter that taught me more than any happy moment ever could. Her phone buzzed at midnight. And that's when I knew. I knew my love deserved better. I knew my life deserved honesty. I knew I deserved to thrive, even without her. And that knowledge was worth far more than any heartbreak.